Hello, it's Bob Pandolfo. It's Wednesday, May 15th, 2024, and I'm going to do a quick video update of the Preakness. Now, yesterday I put my complete analysis of the Preakness on my website and on YouTube here on this channel. I put a video analysis, but the horse that I picked, Muth, has been scratched, spiked a fever. Muth was probably going to be, I think, a pretty heavy favorite in the race. Looked really tough to beat. Now the race is much more wide open. So here's my picks after the scratches now, after the scratch of Muth. So Tuscan Gold, if you look at my analysis, I was saying I really like the way he raced in his third lifetime start. Now he won easily in the second lifetime start, and then he just raced really gamely from an outside post, stepping up from a maiden race into a grade 2 race. So Tuscan Gold, I mean, if he makes a forward move again, actually, if he races the way he did in his last start, he could still win this. If he improves, he'll probably will win it. Chad Brown has 2 Preakness wins with horses with a similar profile, these lightly raced horses that started late. I do think now Imagination, of course, has a much better chance also in this race than he did with his stablemate in. This is the other Baffert horse. Imagination is probably going to get the lead. Now, I think Baffert said something like he prefers Imagination to have a target. In other words, stalk. But there's really not much speed in this race, and he has to leave from the outside post. So I just don't see him stalking. I think Imagination is going to try to wire the field, and I think he has a chance to wire the field. His Santa Anita race, as I said in my analysis the other day, yesterday, my original analysis, his Santa Anita Derby race might have been a little better than we think. Two horses did come back to win out of that race, and the horse that beat him ran a pretty game race in the Derby because he was close to the pace, and he didn't tire that badly, whereas all the other horses that were close to the pace did tire badly. So that was the name of that horse was Stronghold, who beat Imagination by a neck in the Santa Anita Derby. Catching Freedom always runs his race. I think he'll be coming on. If the pace is fast, I think he'll probably win. But doesn't look like a real fast pace. But Catching Freedom is just a really nice horse. Always finishes. And Mystic Dan won the Derby. You got a Dream Trip in there. I thought, as you can see, I made all 4 of these horses for the ones, which means I think they all have about the same chance of winning. I don't see an advantage. I mean, that's the thing. Once Muth was scratched, now you really don't have a strong favorite. Mystic Dan is going to be the favorite, but he's not going to be a very good favorite here because, he doesn't really have a significant advantage over these horses that I see. He's not that consistent. He got a perfect trip in the Derby. He could win, but he doesn't really have, there's no reason to think that he has a better chance of winning than some of these other horses. Catching Freedom has already beaten Mystic Dan. Imagination is probably going to get a better trip because he may be setting his own pace. Tuscan Gold ran very gamely in his only his 3rd start, and if he improves, first of all, he's run in his last start in the Louisiana Derby. He ran just about as fast as any race Mystic Dan's ever run. I think the figure for Mystic Dan was pretty good in the Derby. But before that, his figures were similar to what Tuscan Gold ran in the Louisiana Derby. And Tuscan Gold's only making his 4th start. He could improve. So it makes, by having Muth out of the race, it does make the race wide open because Muth was probably going to win. So it should be a fun race to watch. But anyway, I just wanted to do this little update since the horse that I picked was scratched. So it looks like it's going to be a competitive race, and that's always fun to see. So do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. If you click the like, you'll find out when I have new videos. And I appreciate you tuning in, and lots of luck.